TGH Fam, it's your girl Candace, and I am back with another video. Today we are going to be talking about my infertility and my last 3 appointments that we've had. Guys, I have to do so much better with updating you guys because, you know, with me having, of course, an everyday life just like everyone else, there's so much that happens between each appointment, and sometimes there's a decent period of time between each appointment. So yeah, I definitely have to be, you know, either taking notes, or which I just did today, but I just jotted everything down right now, or I need to just be updating y'all like within a couple days of each appointment. So forgive me if I do forget something. Of course, you guys won't know because y'all weren't there at the appointment, but whatever. So, I'm going to be updating you guys, like I said, on my last 3 appointments. Before I do that. So, I was supposed to have a cycle August 23rd. That never came. But my previous appointment, which I don't remember what day that was, but the doctor told me that my lining was thin, and that when my period does come, that it will be really light, and it will be, you know, only for a couple days, or a few days, I should say. But that never came, like I mentioned. So a couple days after, because it was supposed to come August 23rd. So then I called them and let them know what was going on, that I hadn't received anything, and I was already on progesterone at that time. So before that, and so that is what was supposed to bring on my cycle. August 27th is when I had an appointment, or another appointment, I should say, and they said, well, let's bring you in, let's get an ultrasound done, so we can kind of see if you're baseline or not. So that was a sonogram to see if we can go ahead and move forward with putting me on some medication to move along in the process. So they said I was baseline, and they then prescribed me letrozole for my treatment, Avidrol, which I believe I already had. That's the injection that I'm supposed to have to force myself to ovulate. And then the dexamethasone, I think that's how you pronounce it. Dexamethasone, yeah. And it's a 1 milligram tablet that you take 1 tablet by mouth every day, and he prescribed it for 10 days. So that was that. At that appointment, you know, I didn't have any follicles that really grew or anything like that. So we continued with the process, and it was basically me having to start over. Then September 4th is when I had another appointment. And this appointment is when I did another ultrasound, and they saw a few follicles that had grown, but they did not grow nearly as much as they needed to. I ended up having to see another doctor because my doctor was out, but first she was kind of like, oh, your lining looks great. I think we may see something this time around, you know, as she's looking. And, so in my mind, I'm like, okay, like we can move forward, I'm just really excited about it. And so she looks around, and then she sees one follicle. Well, she sees a couple, but one follicle that she sees grew to like 8 millimeters, and it's supposed to grow to 20. And I believe that they'll be able to move forward if it grows to at least 18, but they rather it be 20. So that was pretty disappointing, after she kind of, hyped me up in a way. But she told me that, and then I don't think they put me on anything after that. No. No, I don't think they put me on anything after that. So then they said, back up a little bit. So what she saw was the best way to describe it is kind of like it's a good cyst. So it's a cyst that comes onto your ovaries once you've already ovulated. So it's a fluid-filled cyst that comes in your ovaries about 24 hours or so after you have already ovulated. So she assumed that I had already ovulated, which, depending on how you look at it, which it's always good to look at things, especially when it comes to this, in a positive way. She assumed that I had already ovulated, which is good, because I ovulated on my own. And then that's when she wanted to kind of verify, because she wasn't sure if I had ovulated. So they did some blood work for me, and I got my results back that same day. And they tested my blood they did a pregnancy test. They tested me for estradiol. So these are all hormones: estradiol, progesterone, and LH, which is luteinizing hormone. And so my pregnancy test, of course, came back negative. And so they advised for Carl and I to have an intercourse for the next 3 days. So that was a Friday. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So come Sunday, I saw blood. And I was kind of like, it's too soon to be seeing any blood, like not even a full 2 weeks ago, I was supposed to already have been on my period. So, that's why we kind of moved forward in the process. And so I'm like, well, maybe, just maybe, this could be the fact that I have conceived already. But I'm like, no, it's too soon. That typically doesn't happen this soon. We just had an intercourse the past 3 days, and then I just ovulated, supposedly, the other day, maybe 4 or 5 days ago. So it's too soon. But I'm looking up different things to see what it could possibly be. And then, of course, it wasn't heavy Sunday either. It was kind of pinkish in color. So, I'm looking up different things, and I'm not really finding much, just basically that, I could have conceived. But the thing is that, I started looking into, I'm like, no, it's too soon. So I give them a call, because this was Labor Day weekend. So everyone's pretty much closed on Monday. So Tuesday, I give them a call, and I let them know what's going on. So Monday, I'm still bleeding, and it's actually heavier than Sunday. Tuesday, I'm still bleeding. It's kind of pretty much the same as Monday. And I let them know what's going on, and they're like, oh, okay, well, let's go ahead and bring you in for another ultrasound. And at this point, I'm not really happy about it, because it's like, I just saw you guys, and I'm giving you guys so much of my money. And I mean, I get it. It's gonna be a process. It's gonna be a journey and all of that. But it's just, it's been getting frustrating, to say the least. Just because of all the money that we're dishing out and stuff like that. And of course, all the time that I'm having to take from work, you know, it may be 2 hours at a time, but 2 hours adds up. And I would like to have, you know, some of my time left for the end of the year, because I plan to go back home to Illinois to, you know, visit family and stuff for Christmas. So, you know, I want to be able to spend like maybe a week there. So this is, you know, taking a lot of time. So yeah, all of this brings us to September 9th, and which is Wednesday, and I went to get an ultrasound, and they tell me that, oh, we see some of your follicles are growing. And he saw 4 different follicles that has grown. And I don't know exactly how many follicles the other doctor saw last time on the 4th of September, but the one that I do know that she saw, she said the biggest one was 8. So now there were others that were 10 and 11. So that was really exciting to know that they're growing or whatnot. And he said, well, we're going to have to see you in sooner, because, you know, last time it seems like you ovulated early. So we want to try to, you know, catch it and stuff like that. We want to, you know, be able to pinpoint everything. So we did that, and he's like, okay, I want to see you Monday. So Monday the 14th. So I will be going back there. They're going to do another ultrasound, see what my follicles are looking like, the size of it and things like that. And hopefully we can move forward with the whole ovulation process. We could do what we got to do, and we can just get pregnant, because I'm tired of seeing these people. I mean, they're helping me. I'm so grateful, but I'm tired of seeing them. So yeah, they did prescribe me letrozole again, and the dexamethasone. The dexamethasone is a steroid, and the letrozole is like the actual, best way I know how to describe it is the actual treatment itself. So Clomid is another option. I took Clomid once. I kind of rather Clomid, because if we can get twins out of that, that would be great. Twins run on both sides. Well, on my mom's side of the family. And I think that's the side that actually matters. So yeah, it'll be nice to knock 2 out. But of course, whatever we get, you know, we're definitely going to be blessed and grateful for that. So yeah, the letrozole I am on for, no, there's 15 pills in here, so I'm on it for 5 days, because you have to take it either 3 times a day, or you can take 3 tablets one time, which is what I do. And then the dexamethasone, you take 1 every day, and there's 10, so 10 days I'll be on this. And he said that I may not have to finish that. It just all depends on where I'm at in the process, you know. Once I go back to my appointment, September 14th. But that's pretty much where we're at right now. As I am recording this, today is September 10th. So, I'm really excited to see what the results are going to be come the 14th. Hoping that we can move forward, because come my birthday next month, October the 7th, hopefully I should have some news, if we're able to move forward and stuff like that, then I should be able to have some news to be like, oh, you're pregnant, So, that would be a great birthday gift. It really would be. And I'm kind of debating, how should I tell Carl? Should I keep it from him for a little bit and plan something really cute? How am I gonna tell other people? Am I gonna tell them right away? There's so many things that I'm thinking about right now. I don't know. I'm really excited, but my doctor, he was like, well, maybe we fixed it, and just because of the fact that I ovulated by myself. But I'm definitely happy about that part too, because let me tell y'all, I don't want to have to go through treatment every time I want to have kids, and it kind of makes me not want to have 6 kids like we want, because it's I don't want to have to go through this every time. But Carl and I, we've been working out and we've been trying to eat better and stuff like that. Just to make this process as easy as possible. But of course, that's the life that we want to live. We want to be healthy. We also want to look good. But yeah, y'all, we definitely appreciate you all who are going on this journey with us. If you have any questions that maybe I can answer, please comment them below. And if I don't know the answer, then I will do my best to get the answer. Of course, from my doctor, I'm not gonna Google anything, because y'all can do that. But yeah, that will be it. That concludes our video. Y'all please like, comment, and subscribe, and we love y'all.